Hey guys, Brian Brewer here, founder of 100K Brands at 100kbrands.com. Today we're going to talk about the easiest way to make $100,000 from scratch. And really what we're going to talk about is a $100,000 per year income. And the best way to do this is by starting a personal brand, because everything you may have heard about making money online, whether you want to get into e-commerce, whether you want to create a course, whether or not you want to do consulting, coaching, start an agency, really all the value comes from having the brand. Okay. On the flip side of that, once you do have the brand, then really making money becomes the easy part. And really what building a brand comes down to is building a personal brand is really representing yourself and your skills and spreading your message and creating what I like to call your web of influence. Because what you're going to want to do is get in front of search terms. Okay, your content that you create, you're going to want this in front of search terms that people are searching when they're in the need for your service. Let me give you a quick example here. So for me, with 100K Brands, what I do is I help beginners formulate their idea, create their brand, learn how to create the content, learn how to start monetizing their brand, and then turn that into a $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 per year machine. Okay, so that's my business. So the first question you might have when you are searching for this type of solution is, how do I start a side hustle? Or how do I start a personal brand? Or how do I make $100,000 a year? Or how can I quit my job by marketing myself? Or how can I start a personal consulting agency? Okay, those are the type of things that you're going to be wondering right before you need my services and my product. So when you go to YouTube, Quora, or you're searching on Facebook groups for support, and you're searching those terms, well, then you are going to be in what I like to call the buy mode. At that point, you are open to purchasing the solution to your problem, which is, how do I quit my job? Let's just stay with that for right now. So what you're going to do is then, of course, you're going to go and you're in this buy mode. So let's just say you're going to go on YouTube and say, how do I start an online business so I can quit my job? So at that point, if you came across one of my videos that was titled, how I went from being a broke waiter and quit my job by starting my online business, you would probably be interested in that video. Okay. At that point, I would have your attention. I would immediately have already established myself as an authority. And as a result, you would most likely be willing and open to hearing what I have to say. Well, if I then brought you good information, then you're going to be very likely to want to work with me and continue to follow me. Now, that may be as far as hiring or retaining my services or joining my course, or that might be as simple as subscribing to my YouTube channel. Either way, at that point, we are starting to build a relationship. We are starting to build rapport, even if we're doing it virtually, meaning I don't know who you are and you don't know me personally. Regardless, I am establishing my brand in your mind. Now, think about brand marketing. Okay, think about companies like Coca-Cola. They run advertisements to essentially just establish their brand, strengthen their brand. They're not direct marketing. They're not doing direct sales. Essentially, what they're doing is just keeping their brand in the forefront of your mind. They're associating a feeling with their brand. It could be a warm summer day. It could be kicking off your shoes and running through the sprinkler. Whatever those happy moments are, they're associating those happy moments with their brand. Well, I'm not saying you're going to go and take the next step towards becoming Coca-Cola or doing that sort of volume or that sort of ad spend, but what you can do is you can do it at a much smaller scale. And what I mean by that is with Facebook and YouTube retargeting ads, you can then take people who found you organically when they were searching for the solution to their problem that your brand solves, and you can simply reserve them ads. Okay? You can do this and essentially strengthen your brand in your mind, and you're not wasting money. You're efficiently advertising because you already know that they are in the market for the exact product that you can offer. So once again, we're not going to be a $100 billion company like Coca-Cola, but if we do it at a much smaller scale, This is how we can very easily create 100,000, 200, 300, or even a low 7-figure business by simply just efficient marketing. If you're not ready to advertise, you can also do this with email marketing, which is essentially free. And the way this works is, I'm sure you've seen this many times before, is you offer some sort of lead magnet, some extra value, some piece of cheese at the end of your content, whether that's a Quora post, whether that's in your Facebook support group, whether that's on your YouTube channel. Well, you are offering this free piece of cheese, which could be a PDF, a mini course, a free consultation, you name it. You've seen them. I don't have to go on and on about it. Well, then you capture their email. Okay, then you can remarket to them essentially for free by sending them follow-up emails, adding value, providing more value. You already know what they're interested in when they found your content organically, and then you also captured their email because they wanted this lead magnet. You know exactly what you want. So in your head, you can then take them down the journey that they need to follow in order to purchase your product. And if this is done efficiently, very easily, you've just created a $100,000 brand. Now, of course, there are a few more moving pieces than that, and I have been doing this for 7 years. But if you do want to learn more about building your 100,000, 200,000, your 6-figure personal brand, go ahead and click on the link below this video or come and check out 100kbrands.com to learn more. We'll see you soon.